good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I am your host, Smooth Caramel, and I talk about rap, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is another installment of Smooth Caramel's Bad Lyrics Are Funny. So we've entered the realm of corny and questionable lyrics describing in various senses a man performing while trying to run some game in front of a woman of interest in efforts to seem romantic and appealing. Inevitably, there will be plenty more to explore when it comes to that kind of area, but today we're going to be looking at another very common trope when it comes to mainstream hip-hop music, arguably even more so. Of course, I'm speaking about the strip club anthem or the stripper worship anthem. Not a type of song that I listen to a lot personally, but some people must be, because there's just so many. Within this category, there is a surprising breadth of variety. From the love song with more of a backdrop of a strip club, to the more braggadocious and often female objectification fantasy. The song we're looking at today probably falls somewhere in the middle of this loosely defined spectrum. We have a song by Gorilla Zoe, a Southern American rapper from Atlanta, who was a late addition to the group Boys in the Hood, but today we're looking at the man and his own work. The song is called Up on a Pole on the album, or mixtape as it is. The mixtape's called I Am Atlanta 3, obviously the follow-up to I Am Atlanta 2, which surprisingly was the sequel to I Am Atlanta, so I probably didn't need to mention that this man was from Atlanta. But I digress. The music video to this song on YouTube is Up on the Pole, which I know I might be nitpicking. There's not too much of a difference in meaning for either of those different titles, except maybe that the latter suggests a bit more significance to the pole in question, but that doesn't really change the meaning or the context of the song. So what is the meaning of this song? Let's explore.
Shaking it slow, shoulder on this paper, I say shake it some more.
2 lines in, but I think we may see, for the most part, where this song is going.
So go and get low, you know how it goes. If you really want this paper, baby, stay on that pole.
Now, how to articulate my response to this chorus? For one thing, I tend to rotate between a smile and a cringe. It's such a simple song, and there's just something truly special about how these words would actually play out as a verbal exchange between a strip club patron and a performer at her place of work. A rich and cocky man waving wads of money in the direction of a stripper while she's performing, offering the aforementioned paper, before smugly retracting it in request of more shaking of it, in that self-satisfied fashion, as if he'd done or said something really witty. I think if you can be sure of one thing when you're in a strip club, it's that the women who perform at this establishment have a pretty thorough understanding of the business model at play, as well as the transactions that it does encompass. Could you imagine working at a bar? You're serving a customer, and as you start preparing their drinks order, you see them enthusiastically waving money in your direction, indicating that he wishes to pay there and then. So you, as the bartender, pause the drink pouring to go and accept this payment that this person has so vigorously shaken in your direction. You tally up the cost of the order on a till and are ready to accept this payment just for this motherfucker at the bar to pull the money back and say, after you finish making the drinks, to then smile at themselves and their party in this self-satisfied manner. I think we can all understand the absurdity of such behavior, as well as the type of responses that this bartender may be inhibiting in efforts to preserve their job. And the fact that it's the chorus makes it come across as a more extended and painstaking process. The simple and repetitive chorus. The chorus being the part of the song that gets she is most assuredly up on that pole. As if the 6 lines that refer to this in the chorus leave any room for interpretation, in addition to the title of the song. She is up on the pole. Performed and presumably written by Gorilla Zoe, the man from Atlanta, known for his album I Am Atlanta, his other album I Am Atlanta 2, the mixtape this song is from, I Am Atlanta 3, and I Am Atlanta 4. Ever. Zoe ain't about to let you forget where he's from, just as he ain't about to let you forget where this stripper is in this song. But that is just the chorus. Let's give the verses a little attention.
Barbie perfect body, baby's made of plastic. Make her booty bounce back, elastic.
Oh man is a charm. It's a very good example of how the lyrics work in this song though. Very much to the point and describing things pretty much how you would expect them to be described. Plastic, Barbie. It's near word association type similes and metaphors at play. Bounce. Naturally I think elastic comes to mind. If not, then it will be something like basketball.
Bounce like a ball, no basket.
Oh, that's there too. Good measure, I guess. So the lines could be said to be somewhat predictable in places. Less so in other places.
Bad bitch, perfect skin, look like peanut butter.
Can't say I've heard anybody use peanut butter as a descriptor for healthy skin. But that could just be me. I'm sure someone could let me know if I've just happened to miss that. I guess if it were smooth peanut butter, there might be something there. But I can't help but picture the chunky variety and then laugh a bit at what that would be describing. But let's keep going.
And her nipples look like honeysuckles. Big tipper, she's a stripper and I think I love her.
We have another In Love with a Stripper song on our hands today. I do wonder if the people that frequent strip clubs do regularly fall in love with the performers that they pay for entertainment, stimulation, and affection. Honeysuckle isn't something I'd expect to hear on a song like this though. A flower is often a nice complimentary comparison. Not actually sure what a honeysuckle looks like though. Hold on. Nipples do come in all shapes and sizes.
Future baby mother, make your bed rock, baby call me Barney Rubble.
You know what though? Props for the Barney Rubble line. It used to bother me with Bedrock, you know, that Young Money song back in the day, that they did all of those Bedrock lines, cheesy as hell, but it was always Flintstone. We had other named characters there. My man Barney Rubble lived there too, man. Thinking about it, that is a song ripe with bad lyrics. I may need to revisit that one a bit at some point.
Grocery bag.
But I think with that, you can mostly see how this song functions lyrically. And you know what? 10 years later, I still love the damn thing. It's an example of clumsy simplicity being endearing enough to remain engaging. For me, at the very least. Mostly due to the production. The magic is very much in the beat. So easy to get lost in a dreamlike fantasy feeling, regardless of the lyrics. It's sensational, it makes you feel like it's romantic, mesmerizing, and allows you to vicariously experience the events of the song as the rapper actually delivers these bars. I was just a romantically inexperienced teenager when this song came out, and it somehow managed to end up associated with a crush I had at the time. It's weird that it's even possible. I mean, it is a song about a guy waving money at a stripper while she feigns interest in him. Wouldn't inherently seem to be tonally consistent with a teenage crush. Young, wide-eyed me just sat on a bus, headphones on, daydreaming innocently about my crush, with the words echoing softly in the corners of my mind. Evidence that you can hear lyrics without actually registering what they literally mean. So, in summation, while the rapper in the song does come across as douchey, to say the least, after you examine the lyrics and, consider the perspective of the performer in question, for her, I imagine it would come across as more irritating or comical, or maybe some combination of the two. But even with that, it's still possible to get lost in the feelings of the song and enjoy it. As stripper-based songs go, it's definitely more on the innocuous side. more interested in financial flexing than more toxic things like female objectification or misogyny. So those are my thoughts. This has been a bit of a weird one as I've been noting and constructing this as I've gone through it, but it's all part of the fun of this little series. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out Gorillas though, and of course look after yourselves. This has been another Smooth Caramel production. Peace.